Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Well, actually, welcome to the season finale of our Ballentinelp world. I know there are a lot of you who've seen this video inside of your sub box and have absolutely no idea what's going on. And trust me, I don't blame you. It has been 7 months since I've opened this world. I'm not joking. I should have actually took a screenshot whenever I opened this world. It's been 7 months since I've played on this world. And it's been actually 8 months since our last episode on this world, or maybe even longer. I need to go back and check out my dates on that. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day, and welcome. We are in this world with the pinnacle. At least I think that's what I named it. Anyhoozle, today I wanted to go ahead and do a quick little send-off for this series. So for those of you who are unacquainted, and those of you who are very confused on what's going on and why I've been gone for so long, I thought I would go ahead and mention I did do an update video a couple days ago. I'll leave a link down there in the description if you guys want to go check that out and watch that really quickly, and then come back to this video so that way a couple things make a little bit more sense. You're more than welcome to go do that, but I didn't feel right. I spent a lot of time on this world, and a lot of you loved it, and I had so many people who watched it all the way through, and it just didn't feel right to start up a new Minecraft series without actually putting to bed the old one. And that's the reason why I decided to go ahead and make this video, and then have a quick little send-off to everything that we've accomplished while we played through this series. I know there's a lot of projects that we had going that just haven't been finished. And unfortunately, they're not going to be finished by me. Now, I will be leaving, if you guys are interested in it, I will be leaving a world download for this in the description if you guys are interested in going in the world and just kind of looking around yourself. Or you can go in there and download it and do this with me. I don't know, and see all the stuff for yourself if you want to do that. I don't know. But I will leave it down there for those of you who are interested in seeing it. And I thought we would do a quick little world tour as our final send-off for everything that we've accomplished. And I do want to go ahead and iterate right at the beginning of the video that all of this, everything that was made in this world, was because of you guys. Because you guys continue to come out and watch the videos, and without you, I would have never even had the ambition to build something quite like this and this immaculate. We'll get more of a overview whenever we get into that part of the world tour, because if you guys haven't watched all 60 some odd episodes, I think this is going to be technically 65. I'll also leave a link to the playlist down in the description if you guys are interested in watching that all the way through. We had some crazy times over those 65 episodes. And again, all of that's because of you guys, because you guys continue to watch the videos. So anyhoozle, let's go ahead and get on with the world tour. For those of you who are unacquainted, this wasn't our beginner base. Oh my God, fly! Oh! Oh, I'm a moron. Oh, you can tell it's been 7 months since I played Minecraft. I forgot how to work the elytra and I almost killed myself. Would you look at this place and all of its beginner base glory. So for those of you who have never seen this was our first, hey Chicken Bro. No, it's McFly. This was McFly. I forgot Chicken Bro was last season. This is McFly. He was our little chicken buddy that was over there. Oh, it brings back memories. I miss you, buddy. Why'd you have to die? But if you guys are unacquainted with this place, this was our beginner base. And it's not like it was like really far away from our main base. Our main base, if we can are we running? We're actually running. I thought we ran faster than this. I feel like that's not a thing. There's our B. There's our actual base. Just over here was where we had our beginner base. And I remember building this, and it was one of the coolest designs that I had. Of course, last season, the season before this, when we were doing our first survival let's play, we did a lot of medieval builds, and I really wanted to get into using some diorite. So I used a ton of it, and I used it everywhere. And I know Iska would, I know Iska would hate me, but hey, it is what it is. I love diorite. It's the best block ever, along with prismarine and blue glass. Love it, love it, love it, love it. But we built this in over, I think, the course of the first 20 to 30 episodes. We had a lot of fun over here, and I remember we implemented a lot of things that a lot of old technologies. I'm an old guy. I like all the old technologies. We never fixed this, did we? Nope, we still have a ladder system. But we ended up building this stuff first. We have our little storage area here. Nothing too crazy. Do I still have stuff? Yes, I do. We still have books out of the crap. We have books out of the woozon. Because of that, I mean, the way that we got that was actually from our automatic fisher, which oh my God, this thing was overpowered. I can't believe I actually built this thing. I remember telling myself that I wasn't going to because I knew how powerful it was. Do I have anything left down here? Yes, I do. This thing just, oh my God, look at all these enchanted books. I completely forgot this was over here, by the way. Oh my God, there's like Death Strike. Well, it's Curse of Binding. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's a Silk Touch in there too. We have so much crap just stored everywhere. It's crazy. We had so much stuff that I just completely forgot where everything was at. That's crazy that I have that over here. But this was our beginner base, and I love the aesthetics that we ended up doing with it. We had our automatic fisher over here. We had a tunnel down to a mine system that we never used down here, and we used a lot of these elevators. If you guys don't know where these elevators are, I'll actually leave a link into the description to my tutorial video on how I made these things. These were, I do believe, it was a combination of Slipgator and Woolly Creeper's design. It was like a Woolly Gator Vader. But I absolutely love this design. I use them for everything. That goes down into a mine system. Is there anything special down there? I think it was just a giant hole, as far as I can remember. But we had a lot of fun with the beginner base, and after this, I think we should go ahead and show off, because we had our automatic fisher mine. We had the chicken cooker over here, the ultimate chicken cooker that actually got nerfed, and it's still awesome. Do I have the chicken still in here? Are you guys still pooping out eggs? You are still pooping out eggs. You guys haven't been loaded, but yeah, we still have some chicken in here. Cool. This thing got nerfed heavily in 1.12, or wait, was it 1.8? Well, it was either 1.8 or 1.9 that it got nerfed really heavily because of the entity cramming. So there's only like, how many chickens are in there? There's only like 30 chickens in there. So I remember back when we were playing on 1.8, yeah, it was 1.8, and we had like 1,000 chickens stuck in one block, and it would just crap out chicken every 5 seconds. It was great. Oh, we gotta eat. I forgot. It's been so long since we played Minecraft. Oh my God. And of course we have our portal there, and I think what we're gonna go look at next is we're gonna go check out the monument up here. I always build a monument every season, and I think we're gonna do it next season too. But I ended up making ourselves a supporter monument, and this thing is absolutely boss. I love it, and I love the design that I did. Oh, it's so great. It has my signature spirals, cool water effects. This is one of my favorite builds I've ever done aesthetically. It's beautiful. It reminds me, if you guys have never watched it, and I literally just dawned on me. I can't believe I didn't notice this until now. This is quite literally just, oh, what? Did I even name that base? Back in Hypermine, the first season that I was in Hypermine, did I call it the Parallax? I did. This was the Parallax. I can't believe I copied the Parallax design for this. This is literally just a smaller version of the Parallax. I am stupid, and I never did implement a faster way to get up here. And 5 hours later, I am finally up here. We can take a look at all of our signs. So I remember, I think I did every so often, like I would go through the comment section and just pick out random names that were really commenting and really supporting the channel at the time, and I just threw them on the wall. I remember I did it in season 1 as well, and I wanted to reiterate it back in season 2. So thank you to all these people, DC Leon, DC. I know where you're at. Swag and Ghost is over here. He's actually on my pickaxe. We have a ton of people in here that were just amazing. You guys were awesome. There's Mustang Girl in the middle. But we had so many different people just come throughout the channel who, during the entirety. Hey, there's TechAsia Gaming. Through the entirety of this series, and I can't reiterate just how amazing you guys were. And thank you so much for all that support during this series. Also, we had our little Patreon monuments with Fanfi Love, and of course, there's Nate Matthewson. Never did finish my armor. Hold on. Do I have an ender chest over here? I do. I should need to start carrying ender chest. I need to go ahead and finish your armor, buddy. You know what? You can have Matt Smith _ the doc. You now belong to Nate Matthewson, and I don't have I'm gonna keep my Elytra on me. There's Mustang Girl and Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps? Yeah, Michael Phelps, because of the shoes. It's swimming shoes. And there's DC Leon DC. I got his own armor up here too. But I want to give Nate Matthewson his tunic. I think I have an extra thing in my ender chest. And boom, I gave him, I think this is Soulmate. Yeah, this was my chest plate before I ended up getting the Elytra. So there you go, Nate. Your statue is finally complete. It's about time. So thank you guys so much for all the support during this series. I know this that's like the 5th time I've said that so far, but I do really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and head on to the next little thing. I think this was our first little base. We had the pinnacle over there. I think we'll end off on the pinnacle. So I think the next place I want to go ahead and do, there's my B. That's my big B. I will go on the pinnacle last because I have a whole lot of stuff I got to show with that. I want to go through the nether. If you guys haven't seen it already, we had a couple spawners that I made. So the first spawner we're going to go ahead and look at, just for the simple fact that it was the first one on the way, is our gold farm. This thing was an amazing build. I'll leave the link down in the description if you guys are interested in watching it. It never really worked fully, but this thing, when it did work, was awesome. And it's so cool looking. It's one of my favorite builds I've ever done. Even though it's just a bunch of stone, this thing, oh, well, yep, there it goes. I'm terrible at flying this thing, by the way. But when it did work, it gave us tons of XP constantly. Constant streams of XP. And I know I'm flying around like a madman. I'm trying to get back to a good spot. Okay, there we go. So, and when it did work, it gave us XP like crazy. And it was one of my favorite builds that I did. It was one of the greatest things I've ever built because it gave us so much rotten flesh, so much gold. And do I have any gold down here still? Question mark. I've got a chest. Any gold down here? I've got a little bit of gold, just a little bit. I think I took most of it back with me, even though we never really used it. This was mostly just our XP farm whenever we needed XP or needed to repair our tools. This place was amazing. I loved it so much. But yeah, this is the gold farm. And this was the mob spawner. I had to wait for that noise to go away. That thing was loud. But this was our mob spawner. This was actually our main source of experience before the gold farm. And this thing rocked crazy amounts of XP and a very, very large amount of drops as well. Do I even still have drops? I know, I keep looking. Do I have drops here? I do. I was always really lazy, and I had tons of bones, tons of rotten flesh. I already took all the gunpowder because I think I used it for TNT, question mark? Did I do that? I probably did. Tons of arrows, lots and lots and lots of stuff. Hello, guys. If you guys are interested in this design, again, I will leave it in the description if you guys are wondering, if you guys want to go check that out. Let's go ahead and have one swing for fun. Yeah, give me that XP. Oh, wait a minute. You want XP? Give me that XP? Where'd the XP go? Did I already suck it in? I probably sucked it in. Okay, so we have seen the old base, check. We've seen the supporter monument, check. We've seen the mob spawner, check. We've seen the gold farm, check. I never did an end farm. I even looked in the end, never did an end farm, so there is no end farm. Now all we've got left to look at, as far as I know, is the pinnacle. So I pulled out all of the stops for this base, because this base was one of the coolest bases I've ever designed and I've ever done in survival Minecraft. Now, I've done some cool designs in modded as well, but this was one of my favorites I've ever done in survival. You have to just think of the scope of this. I did everything, all of this in survival. No flight, no creative. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane trying to get all of this done. It was just absolutely a monumental task, but I am glad I undertook it, and it looks amazing. I absolutely love the design that I came up with. I hate that it's not finished. I was wanting to carry this staircase all the way up to the top as well and have a platform up there that mirrored this one down here. Never did that. I wanted to finish the hallways like this, and I come up with a design for that. Never did that either. I had an idea, and my final idea was to mirror what I did with that my monument up there with the spirals, and then have it spiraling, but I could never get it to work properly because of the way that the circle was. But I guess you guys can go and see if you can fix that for me. If you guys want to do that, I wanted to kind of mirror these. I love spirals. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love spirals. I was always inspired by Slipgator's The Ribbon. That has always been my top, probably like top 2 favorite builds I've ever seen in Minecraft ever, and that would probably be number 1 actually, excluding all of my stuff because I've built great. I love all my builds, but that was like one of my favorite builds of all time, and I absolutely love the ribbon, so that's the reason I love, well, spirals so much. But in this base, we wanted to make it just as utility as it was beautifully, so I added 4, count them, 4 iron farms. These things are absolutely awesome. They pump out iron like crazy, and each one of them still has iron in them just from me being here. Oh my god, do we have iron? Oh, yep, look at all this iron. Dang, I have so much iron. But these things pumped out iron like crazy. I absolutely love the design. I wanted to do some kind of rocket design with it. Again, never did it. And unfortunately, we never got around to doing that. But these things were great, and I'm really glad that I built those as well. So we had an underbit. Let's go ahead and head on over here. By the way, this is our storage area. We had a little storage area over here. This design, actually, I borrowed it from, I think, Impulse. Impulse did a design like this, and I'm pretty sure he borrowed it from somebody else. But I borrowed this design from him. Absolutely loved it. And it was really great because you could reach all of the chests, even the ones at the very top. Great design, never used half of them, but it was super awesome. And then if we can go, where's my staircase? Where you at? I think it's over here. So there's an underbit to this. We had a little spiral staircase going all the way down to the second platform down here. This was I planned on this being a portal area, but the logistics behind it wasn't going to work just because of how portals are, because of how portals link up through the overworld and the nether. I had a plan to have this a portal area, and then link up to a hub area in the nether. Again, never got around to doing that. But that would have been a really cool idea if it would have worked logistically, if Minecraft would actually fix itself. By the way, I think is this correct? It's been so long. Are these the right models for this? I think that, yeah, I'm definitely in Faithful. I just feel like it's been so long since I've seen any of these models. They just look weird to me. Okay, so let's go ahead and head down. We had an underbit to the pinnacle. We did a lot of under the sea stuff. Under the sea. We had a lot of domes under the water. This was a pain in the backside. It was awful. But we had so many domes, and it was so great. I had a dome that way, I had a dome here, I had a dome. I was planning, well, I did have a dome over there. We'll go over there in just a second. Never finished it. And we had a beacon room down here. Let's go ahead and head down here. We had a beacon room down here. We had one beacon here, and then it crossed off to 4 other beacons, one in each one of these ways. And I had a strip mine down here too, apparently. But I had 5 beacons, one here and then 4 around it. These things were great. Oh, I'm so glad I built these beacons. But yeah, we had 5 different beacons. We had ourselves a speed elevator. Woo! Oh, let me out. Okay, so we also had ourselves a speed elevator. Love that thing. And I think what we did first, we did this one first. We'll go ahead and head down here. We had a connecting room to this area. This is where we first started using prismarine, and the design was awesome. I wish I'd used more prismarine in the actual builds over here instead of it just being white on white on white on blue. It would have been like blue on white on blue on green on dark green on white on beige green. You know what I'm saying. I wish I would have used more green in the entirety of the build. And I think if we do any bigger builds in the future, now I know the color palette looks great, and I now know it looks awesome. So I'll kind of experiment more around with this. Why did we build this? You might be asking yourself. I don't know. I don't remember. This place was supposed to connect to the old base. Never happened. But I really love the design that I came up with. It was just a dome under the water. Why can't we have one of those every once in a while? It was a really creative build. I built this in order to stretch my creative muscles, and it really came out really well. So we'll go ahead and head back to slime. Are you the long lost slime? We had a long lost slime. I named him Squishy. Squishy's still dead. Did I name him Squishy or did I name him Jerry? Maybe I named him Steven. I don't remember. I had a long lost slime buddy. I named him and he disappeared. But I'm guessing it just probably killed itself, probably. And this was our last build that we did. We ended up doing a quad pumpkin and melon farm. I never designed this room. I started doing it, but I never finished it. I know, that's the underlying theme of this series. Started, but never finished. But we did do this design is really good. I'll leave a link down in the description to the Zuma Void's original pumpkin design, pumpkin and melon farm design. These things have worked for so long. I think this design was originally meant for like 1.3 1.4, something like that, a long time ago. These are like 4 or 5 year old designs, and they still work like a charm, which is crazy. Usually redstone breaks itself over time, but it's nuts that this actually still works. But this was our final build out of all of the time that we spent playing through Ballentinelp. It's crazy how long that we spent, how much time we spent playing on this world, and how much stuff that we did during that time. I'm speechless on the idea that this season's finally over. I'm really gonna miss this series. Let me know in the comment section, what was your favorite moment? Out of all the time that we spent on this series, I know it's dark, I need to go sleep. Out of all the time that we spent playing through this series, what was your favorite moment? It's really hard for me to pick a favorite moment for me. Just the lead up through the first half of the series, when we were playing around with the supporter monument, that was like one of my favorite things, because implementing you guys in this world was one of the things that I really wanted to do from the very beginning, just to kind of get you guys involved. I wanted to make sure that there was a mark that you guys left on this world, because if I would have just built this huge world and then had no connection to you guys, it would have been really hard for people to know that these people, that there was actually people behind the creating of this place. Because I took a lot of your suggestions, I took a lot of your feedback, and I took a lot of your comments to make this world. And if I would have just built it myself and then had nobody else and gave credit to nobody else, they would have all thought, if they came back through here, that it was all me who did this, which is absolutely false. The only reason I was even able to build this world was because of you guys. So I just want to say thank you for that. And I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys dividends on that. And I wish I could have added more people to the supporter monument for that. So I guess that's about where we wrap off. One final walk around through this amazing world that I put so much time in. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So don't forget, guys, if you hated this video and you hated this series, you know where to put it. But if you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button. It really means a lot to me. And I love seeing your guys' feedback. So don't forget to post any questions, comments, or small marks, comment section down there. I love hearing from you guys. So, if you made it to this far in the video, I teased it at the beginning. What is going to be coming next? I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I'm going to give you a hint, and I want to hear what you guys have to think about this. The new update, 1.13, is all surrounded around water and ocean. I had a really great idea while I was working at work. Yeah, of course I work at work. I had a really great idea for a series, and I've been talking about doing it in the past, and I never did. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think it is. Ocean? Survival? How could those things come into play? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for supporting this series over the, well, I think it's actually been over a year, almost about like a year and a half, actually, on this world. So thank you guys for the support throughout that entire thing. I really, really do appreciate it. So, anyways, my name's Ballentinelp. This is us signing off on a great series. Thank you, and I hope all of you have a great and wonderful rest of your day. See you guys.